fear. And fear, what a great motivator fear is. So there's being afraid of something, and then there's like fear. Not immediate fear, but knowing that something's going to happen bad if I don't do something else or whatever. So that's fear. There's an old saying, fear knocked on my door, faith answered it, no one was there. Well, I'll tell you, I just started my business, and I started in 93, and I was out in 1994 with a whole load full of bottled water. That's how I started, bottled water business, right in my basement. And things weren't going very well. It's really hard to go door to door and sell water to stores. You know, a lot of them kind of almost kick you out. But at any rate, I was sitting at a light in Lansing. I think it was on Fairview and maybe East Saginaw Highway, I'm not sure. But anyway, I was sitting there waiting at the light, and I thought to myself, okay, this isn't going so well. I don't know if this is really going to make it. I'm going to make it in business. I don't know if this company's going to make it, and I don't know if I can make it in bottled water. And I said, okay, well, what would I do? What am I going to do now? And man, I did not have an answer. Like, well, I'll just go work here. I'll just go work here. And it suddenly realized the whole point of this business is I don't want to work for anybody. I just want to do my own thing and work for myself. And like my father said, he said that when you work for yourself, I've always said every problem is my problem in business. I mean, every problem that has ever come through this business for 30 years has been my problem. It's not somebody else's. You can't, well, let's see what they want to do. You got to make a decision on everything. So I go and I'm sitting there thinking about this, and I just suddenly realized I don't want to go work anywhere. I don't want to go work for anybody. What am I going to do with myself? I mean, I can't just go back. I mean, this Wolverine Engineers, my father had retired. wasn't going to go back there. I wouldn't have been happy. And this fear just ran through my whole body. I mean, I was scared out of my mind. I really was. I'd never felt like that in my life. And I just really didn't panic, but I was fear, really afraid. Like, if this doesn't work, what am I going to fall back on? There's nothing to fall back on. I mean, I could go get a job somewhere. I could do that. But I didn't want no job I wanted to do. Well, the light turned red, and I floored it. And I said, I am not coming back home. I'm not going home until this van of mine is empty of bottled water. And I could be honest with you, I can't remember for sure if it was empty or not, but it was close to empty, and I knew what I had to do. Just keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, and don't ever stop and don't ever give up. And by the way, if you want to start a business, you can't. It takes incredible. If I had known what I had to do in the beginning and what I was going to go through, and somebody would have told me that, I just would have thought, I can't do it. That's too much. It's too much work. But you just do it. In 1994, I had one day off, Christmas Day. It's the only day I didn't work. I worked 7 days a week. I worked on the Lord's Day. It was the only way to survive and make it in this business. Sometimes I'd say, well, I'm just going to put in 2 or 3 hours today on a Sunday. I'd put 8 in, just getting things ready for the week. I worked definitely 11, 12 hours every single day for an entire year, 1994. That was the hardest work I ever did in my life. But it gave me, you got to do that, and you got to get that, that lift off the ground in the beginning. But what can I tell you? It saved the business and saved me, and I couldn't have done it without it. So, at any rate, I made it, and that was a great lesson in fear, because that's what you need. That's the motivation you need for anything. Am I going to get this college degree? Am I going to actually go work at this job? Am I going to stay at it? Am I going to keep this business running? Am I going to get this PhD? Am I going to get through med school? Whatever it is, you got to do it. Because otherwise, I don't know what your alternatives were, but I really didn't have anything that even remotely looked like something I would want to do for the rest of my life or any other time. Fear. What a great motivator.